Boats, boats, boats! Brisbane Yamaha knows boats.
It doesn't really matter where you go around the Australian coastline, you can always find an estuary, bay, river or creek, and in most of those places it's pretty good fishing and crabbing, which makes something like this 420 Busta from Quintrex an ideal boat to work those bays and estuaries. This one comes fitted with the two-stroke, 30 horsepower, plenty of get up and go. At 4.2 metres long, it opens up a fair few options. Certainly the scope to go well up rivers if you're going to do a bit of camping, just normal work around your local estuary, and even some of the more protected bays and inshore areas are quite fishable out of a boat this size. 30 horsepower, plenty of get up and go, two-stroke, so we've got our 24 litre fuel tank here. You can put one or two there. This one's just a manual start, but she starts nice and easy. If you've got a two-stroke motor, particularly if it's a little bit older one, you may have a few troubles getting it started sometimes. So here's a couple of tips. First, make sure the valve on the fuel tank is undone. Prime up your bulb so you've got good pressure. You'll feel the fuel flow going through that. That's nice and hard. When it's cold, pull the choke right out. Make sure you're in the start position. And then just pull it over a few times. You can hear it sort of pre-ignite. Push the choke back in halfway. Then all the way in. And there you go. If you tend to put the choke out a lot, you tend to flood it. So just choke out, one or two pulls, halfway in. When you hear it pre-ignite, push it all the way in. Exactly the same as you would do with your whippersnipper or your lawnmower or edge trimmer at home. In gear, and away we go. The safety lanyard, good idea to put that around your wrist, particularly in open tinny. That way, if ever you have a situation where you fall overboard, as soon as you fall overboard, the motor stops. That not only makes sure that the boat doesn't run away from you, it also makes sure the propeller stops spinning. I actually have been out in the water and seen somebody fall in the water. The natural torque of the engine wants to make it spin, turns around, and the person in the water is trying to avoid their own boat running over them. So a good idea to keep that safety issue in mind. Just remember, it won't start if you haven't got that in. The Quintrex 420 Busta hull is rated to a maximum horsepower of 40 horsepower. And if you're going to do a lot of long range work, a big family, or regularly load up the boat, that's probably not a bad idea. But in this case, the average size of 30 is more than adequate. Before we take off, it's worthwhile noting the transom setup here. Because Australians being what we are, we tend to be pretty hard on our gear, and those bays and rivers that we talk about often get quite choppy and we give the boat a bit of a hard time. So the transom can see a lot of flexing if the boat isn't built properly. Have a look here, we've got plenty of support across the transom, twin aluminium box sections up here, and a centre support to the keel. So that's minimum flexing. When you get that boat, the engine at the back going, the weight in the front, the pivot point is where the motor is. So for long-term life of the overall hull and maintenance free, keep an eye out for that type of thing. Just put that safety lanyard on before we get going. And you can see we've just got two of us in the boat today. I don't have to give it much effort to get the boat up and going on the plane. The Busta's got the Quintrex blade millennium hull. So we've got a little bit of a flare in the hull underneath the water, which just cuts it through the chop a bit easier and converts the spray down. You can see we've got plenty of reserve there. Just scare our cameraman a little bit. They handle well too, they pivot. That blade hull just turns nicely in the water. Over half throttle there. While you can buy this rig as a straight open dinghy, this actual hull's got a few additions to it, which just make it a little bit easier to use and gives you more space and fishability. To start with, we've got our anchor well placed in the front, so our anchor sits in there, so it's not banging around underneath. And what did you actually get when you've got this small casting platform here is you really double the space, because underneath you can put your safety gear, additional gear, your camping bags, a picnic basket, and you've still got all that fishing room on the top, so really you're doubling your space. Across the floor, makes sense to have a floor, a little bit easier underfoot when you're moving around, and the carpeted floor stops that glare. I wouldn't be in a boat without side pockets, even though they're only small. You fit that much gear in there that you use all the time, from gaffs, landing nets, tackle boxes, sunscreen. It's amazing what you actually put in there. Underneath each of these seats, flotation, and then at the back we've got two areas where we can put our fuel tanks, or if you want an electric start, your battery. So we've made use of a small dinghy and turned it into quite a fishable boat with plenty of storage room. If you want to have a look at this rig or any others in the Quintrex range, drop in and see the boys at Brisbane Yamaha. They'll be sure to point you in the right direction.
Hi, I'm Aaron Goodchild, the owner of Brisbane Yamaha. And you would have seen Brisbane Yamaha from the highway as you drive past. But there's a whole lot more that happens here behind the gates. Over the next couple of minutes, I'm going to run you through Brisbane Yamaha to have a look at our huge range of Quintrex boats on display. Baseboards, the most popular fiberglass boat in Queensland. We have a massive range of used boats, used outboards, and obviously we're famous for being the largest Yamaha dealer in Australia. We've also got a massive chandlery with a full display of Yamaha accessories. We have in-house finance, a dedicated sales team who will find the right boat for you. We'll then run through into the workshop. We have state-of-the-art workshop with 8 mechanics. We have our in-house trim shop. Anything you need to do with a boat, Brisbane Yamaha does it in-house. As you walk into the yard, you'll notice a huge ocean of boats. We have the full range of Quintrex. Quintrex is the largest selling aluminium boat in Australia. Quintrex are known for their quality. They're known as being the finest aluminium boat built in Australia. And Brisbane Yamaha is very proud to sell them. We're Australia's largest selling dealer. We have the full range on display. Whether you're a caravanner looking for a car topper, a first-time boatie looking for a tinny, a family looking for a runabout, a bow rider, maybe you're a fisherman and want a top ender, or the ever-popular Triton range of half cabins. We have them on display, ready for you to have a look at. If you're looking for a fiberglass boat, Brisbane Yamaha is the sole distributor for Queensland for Baysport boats. Baysport is the biggest selling fiberglass boat brand in Queensland for a reason. Fantastic ride, built in Queensland in Noosa for Queensland conditions, and incredible value. Brisbane Yamaha has the full range on display, from the 5-metre runabout to the 6.4 offshore weapon. Within the Baysport range, there is a boat to suit your family and your budget. From whether this 585 weekender that comes fully equipped to sleep overnight, go and spend the weekend at Tangalooma. Fantastic time with your family. Brisbane Yamaha has the full range on display. If you're looking for a fiberglass boat, do yourself a favour and come and have a look at the range. And if a new boat's not to your fancy and you're looking for a second-hand boat, we have a massive range of used boats. You've probably heard us on the radio. We buy boats, only quality, we test them in our workshop, and we supply warranty on them for your peace of mind. If you're looking for any sort of used boat, from a couple of $1,000 tinny through to a $100,000 megaship, we'll have it here at Brisbane Yamaha. Brisbane Yamaha is the largest selling Yamaha dealer in Australia, but we also carry a large range of quality tested used outboards. Brisbane Yamaha is famous for its Yamaha sales. We're the biggest Yamaha dealer in Australia. We have over 300 Yamahas in stock. We already have your Yamaha. We have a full display of Yamaha outboards, from the ever popular portable range, 2-stroke or 4-stroke, up to big V6s. We also have the full range of Yamaha accessories in rigging, gauges, control boxes, props. We have the full range of Yamaha accessories, life jackets, cow covers. We have oils and sprays. We also have a full range of electronics that we've chosen and we consider the best in the market. We also have a large range of parts. If you're looking for a genuine Yamaha part, come and see us. Mark, our parts interpreter, has over 25 years of experience. If you're looking for electronics or you're looking for a Yamaha part, Mark's the man to find it for you. Brisbane Yamaha knows boats, and one of the reasons we know boats is because of our highly trained, highly experienced sales staff. Peter has over 20 years of selling boats. Justin set an Australian record and sold over 400 Yamahas last year. And Paul McNaught has been around the boating industry for longer than he wants to admit. We have over 5 salesmen here, plus some part-timers. Whatever boat you're looking at, whatever the application, how it's going to affect your family, our sales team can find you the right boat for your lifestyle. And if you're interested in finance, Brisbane Yamaha are the largest YMF dealers in Australia because we have the best business manager in the business, Bill Catling. With over 30 years experience, Bill Catling will get you in that boat sooner. Brisbane Yamaha has a state-of-the-art workshop. We have 8 technicians. We can repair and service any brand of outboard. And yes, we have computer program to look inside and check your ECUs. Whether you're servicing an outboard or whether you're running a repair or adding an accessory, Brisbane Yamaha is the place to bring your boat. You've heard me talk about the quality of Brisbane Yamaha boats. One of the reasons, and what sets Brisbane Yamaha apart from our competitors, is we have an in-house trim shop. That means we make biminis, canopies, in-house. We can renovate your used boat. We can add a bimini to a new boat. In fact, anything to do with trim, we do in-house. And we only use the highest quality materials. Our trimmers have years of experience. So I can guarantee to you that you will get the best job possible and you'll save. A recent change at Brisbane Yamaha has been the introduction of our drive-in, drive-out service centre. So the next time you need a service, simply drive up Brewer Street and drive straight into the yard. One of our staff will meet you, discuss your requirements. So the next time you need a service, call Matt, because by the looks of his qualifications, Matt knows boats. So next time you're travelling down the highway and you see Brisbane Yamaha, take the time and drop in. We've got the whole range of Yamaha, we've got the whole range of Quintrex, large and small, used boats, outboards, new and used. We'll service your boat, we'll repair your boat, we'll trim your boat. In fact, if it's got to do with boating, Brisbane Yamaha.